Hi, I'm Leon. I'm an SEC bass player. I'm the section leader for bass. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play beat 6 on an SEC bass drum. So in the first section, there are two separate bass endings. However, they both follow straight, which is just left, right, and so it goes for 3 bars, which is 12 beats. So it's 6 on each hand, and then it ends with 1, 2, 3. So the first loop of the first section will sound like this. So now the second loop of the first section has straights again for another 12, however it ends with the accents that are on the snare bit. So it ends with, and there's no double hitting on either hand, so that's right, left, right, left, right. So now I'm going to be demonstrating it along with clicks.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So now we move on to the second section. Now, the problem that a lot of bass drummers have, especially when you're doing straights, is you've got to remember that it's right hand with your left foot. So every single loop that you have, we will restart on our right. So now you have another set of straights, and this is very similar to the first loop of the first section. In fact, it's exactly the same. So you have 12 straights, and then you have your da da da. So it's the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you got, and that repeats itself twice, and that is the second section. Okay, so for the third section, it really mirrors what the snare are doing on their drum. So you play the accents that the snare plays, along with some fillers. So it starts off with a triplet, and then you have the 2 accents that the snare plays. So while they roll, you play your 3, and you play the accents with them. So it goes. Alright, now snare played doubles, so they have tap taps after this, and you play the first one and the third one along with them. So it goes. So altogether, this section will sound like this. And when it comes together with the snare, all it will do is accentuate the accents a little bit more, and it will sound a lot cleaner for the drum. So this is what it will sound like when you're playing it along with a snare drum in a drum. starts off the same, however the accents are slightly different. So instead of playing 2 accents as we did before, we're now playing 3. So it sounds like this. And now the ending for snare is also slightly different, so we play the accents that they play. So it sounds like. Now, the reason why the first loop of the 4th section and the second loop of the 4th section are slightly different is because it's very hard to play that triple that we have at the start. So we miss it out on the last loop of the 4th section. So altogether, it sounds like this. So we only miss it out on the first accents of the second loop of the 4th section. So this is what this last section will sound like with a snare drum. So for the last note of the 4th section, just remember that it's very slugged, so it's very delayed to where you would expect it to be. In addition to that, just remember for every single loop that you have, that means you're restarting on your right hand. And normally for every loop you finish with your right hand, so it just means that you're double tapping at the end of every single loop to start a new loop.
Drummers, by the front, quick, march.